start the meeting with a lighter, my speech with a lighter note, and then you can start the timer. Because we were talking about the auto correction, somehow the code master became the white master. So there was a WhatsApp group of all the employees, including the boss and all the employees. The boss is putting a picture with his kids, and the employee wanted to impress the boss, and he puts it nice pics. But the battery was 99%. The auto correction makes it nice pics, and the phone gets down for the full night. Say what happens. I hope everyone gets it. Okay, now we can start our speech. So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and we have one guest. In 1945, during the World War II, on August 5 and August 8, it was one of the most devastating day of the humankind when America put the nuclear bomb on two cities of Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and hundreds of thousands of people were killed. Not only killed, the generations were affected due to that. It was one of the human-made disasters that we know in the human history. But there are lots of other disasters that we are doing to the nature. And this is the theme of the topic of the day today, that what are we doing and what are the call of action that we have. We already know that the Earth's surface is surrounded by 70% of water and 30% of the land area. In that also, we the human are occupying only 5 to 7% of the surface. And to make the ecological balance, everyone is needed on this earth. The animals, the insects, the birds, all the different creatures. But guess who, if someone get extinct, who can that could be, and there is no problem to this earth? Do you know?
Yeah.
Who?
Human being.
Yes. And we are the perpetrators of all the problems to this. Due to our activities, the glaciers are melting, the sea rise is going up, there is a carbon emission, lots of things. And what do we think about it? That it's the problem of the government, it's the problem of some agencies that they have to do, but it's not my problem. So what is the solution? The solution is, the first is that RRR, reduce, reuse and recycle. Reduce. When you are going to a supermarket, just think, do I actually need this soda bottle? Do I actually need this dress? Be conscious about all the buying. We have a money now. It does not mean that we should buy everything. Every purchase that we are making has a direct impact to someone in the earth, maybe in India, in Bangladesh, in China. They are creating it, or maybe some chemicals they are using to do that. So think twice about when you are purchasing. Do I actually need that thing? Next is reuse. Can I use my shoes for one more year or few more months? Can I use my dress for a few more months? Can I use my shopping bag again? Those plastic bags which I bought from Walmart, can I use them again? Reuse those things. Recycle. Whenever we are planning to throw away something, think about where I am throwing. Is it actually being recycled? If no, think twice. Because as per the scientific estimate, the oceans will be filled with more plastic than fish by weight by 2050. So think twice about your actions. Make sure that it is being recycled. There are different recycling methods for different things. Now, so these are the few actions that we can take about it. And there are components that we are using in our day-to-day lives, the natural things. What can we do for water conservation? What can we do for the earth conservation, energy conservation, tree conservation, and the biodiversity conservation? Let's first talk about the water. So we know that more than 70-80% of earth is filled with the water. but out of that hardly 5% is consumable to the humankind. They are in glaciers, they are underwater, so we have to preserve that, otherwise there are already few parts of the earth who are facing the water crisis. It's not a very big deal how to save it. It starts from us. So first is use the bucket water when we are we are taking a bath. In America, normally we do a tub water. In a tub, there is 100 liter of water we use, but in a bucket in that place, it's just 20 liters of water, and that can finish. There are people, they don't have water. They have so many water scarcity. They are taking a bath in just 2 to 3 liters of water as well. Next, use the cutting water. Whenever some guest is coming, you are serving a water to them, use the cutting water, because what happens, you are giving a full glass of water or full bottle of water, the guest is just taking 1 or 2 sips and then just putting it on the table. What happens to the left water? It goes to the sink, and that's a fresh portable drinkable water that goes. It's a very little step, but it creates a big difference. Stop the leakage in the wherever it is in your home. So if there is a leakage in your tap, there is leakage in your pipeline, if that is visible to you, stop that immediately. Those drops which are there, they make a lot of difference. Use the mist or aerator in your tap. So mist or aerator, it reduces the flow of the water, and it reduces the waste of the water by around 70 to 80%. How are we going to conserve the land? The best thing is that reduce the polythene consumption. So whenever you are going to a supermarket, try to take your own reusable bag or any other plastic bag which you can reuse that. Whenever you are buying something, just see that how much packaging it is having. There are so many products in the market which has more packaging than the actual product. So try to see that how much packaging it is having and reduce that consumption. Try to do composting it. If you have a place in your backyard, try to do the composting. You have the kitchen waste, you can do the composting. There are YouTube videos that are available, and that's once you do the composting, that becomes a very good soil for your farm, for your gardening. They are very small steps that you can do. Energy conservation. So make sure that your lights are not unnecessary in use. So there are very few steps that we can do, and if we take the step from our home, the world will be better place to live. So I will end my speech with everyone for a call of action to preserve the nature from our home. Thank you.